I told you, when was it, Coca, that I told you that Albert Pujols will not be the manager of the Anaheim Angels? It must have been, it's certainly in the last couple weeks. I don't remember what show it was. But there was a big story this weekend that Albert Pujols is the number one choice of Artie Moreno. That Albert Pujols met with the owner and that it looks like they are negotiating for Albert Pujols to become the manager of the Anaheim Angels. First choice. And right now they're working out contract details. Well, I've worked out contract details with a lot of managers. When you have a first choice for a manager, there are no contract details that need to be worked out. They all happen really, really fast. Does the manager want a suite on the road? Does the manager want a certain amount of money in spending money in tickets? Does he want a place for his family to stay? Does he want housing? All of these things come up super fast, and they're dealt with super fast. Where Albert Pujols may be different is that when you're a Hall of Famer and you've gotten over $200 million from this owner already. You know this owner. You know how desperate this owner is. You know how bad this owner is at not being involved and how good this owner is at avoiding greatness. If you're Albert Pujols, you know Artie Moreno, and you know that you have no chance to win as manager of the Anaheim Angels of Los Angeles. You know for a fact because you've been there. You watch it. You know that Perry Manassian is not the actual GM. So what do you do if you're Albert Pujols when you know that you want to manage? Why would you choose Anaheim to be your first managerial job? As it is, first-time managers get fired. All managers. Every manager everywhere gets fired. Can you imagine if you're given a choice and you're Albert Pujols and you go to your family and you say, how would you feel if we move out of New York, let's say, and we move to the West Coast and I become manager of the Angels? I've always wanted to be manager. You know that. You know I'm going to be a big league manager because I told you I want to do that. You know I'm already managing the World Baseball Classic, which I'll give up if I become a big league manager. You know there's 8 openings right now, 7, 8, 9 openings in the big leagues. Here's what I'm going to do, honey. I'm going to fly to LA. I'm going to meet with Artie, and I'm going to give him a list so long that it's going to make Santa's list look like it's got a menorah on it. And I'm going to make it so painful for Artie that if he says yes to everything I want, we're going to have to pick up and move to LA. If he is so ridiculous that I ask him with my agent for 50 things and he goes 50 for 50, we're going to do this, it makes me smile. Word comes out that he met with Perry Manassian. Word comes out that they're negotiating what to do with his $1 million a year personal services contract that was part of the original $240 million deal signed in 12 when Pujols didn't become a Marlin when we thought we had him signed. You're being misdirected, I promise you. What they are negotiating now is simply when will they say no to one of his requests. I still believe he's not going to take that job, but we'll find out.